everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are of course building on Primrose, and I thought today I would carry on my build from my post office build that I've done the other day. Now if you haven't seen this area before, you probably haven't seen that video, so go check out that one first and then come right back here because we're going to be carrying on from the post office, well, from behind it. Remember I did the dirt path road? That's where we're going from. Quick confession, I was meant to build directly behind the post office, but ended up building behind that section instead. So that's what we're building today. We're building some cute little shops. But before we get started, I'd love it if you could like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. There's so many of you now and I love you all. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. You're the best. But here we are and we're starting with the dirt path area like I said. And this is literally where I was supposed to be building. And then I decided to build over this side of the road instead. Gosh, it's not worth me making plans sometimes because I just end up doing something completely different. I actually haven't built in that section yet, so I still yet to do it. I guess in my head I was just so excited to do some shops for this build, so that's what I ended up doing. This build is very similar to the fish and chip shop that I built, but I will go through it piece by piece. So first of all, we're using some stalls, and then in the side pieces we're using the storefronts. And then I found these cute little potted plant code to go on this simple panel, and I just think it's super duper adorable. By the way, all the codes that I will be using in today's build you will find linked in the description down below. There are some new codes added into that list as I'm using new ones today. Now the pattern that I'm using on the stall is actually just an in-game customization, so that's not anything you need to download. It's already included with the stalls. On the stall I've just placed a few different variety of plants which you'll be able to see through the cutout hole in the picture standees when I place them. I actually found this really beautiful flower shop that's been made by kai.cross.inwonderland over on Instagram, so go check out their account. I'll link it down below, but isn't it so beautiful? And I just had to use it on my island. Now here we are on the next floor of the shop. I wanted to make this a two-story building, and I'm just going to mess around with some of the items on these counter tables because I wasn't too sure how I wanted it to look at the moment. I do end up taking the tree bounty lamp off and just using the Casablanca lilies on either end of the counter table, and it does look much better. I mean, know me, I'll probably go back and change it at a later date because I just know what I'm like, but for now I like it, so it's okay. Then behind these counter tables I'm just going to be placing some storefronts just so it looks like it's the roof of the building, and we're going to push those right up so it all comes together very nicely. Now you may be thinking what we're going to put at the sides, and of course we're going to be using storefronts because they're just the best item ever and they are so cute, so I definitely had to use them. I will be blocking off the sides of the storefronts so you can't really see those hay beds that are inside of them, but we'll do that in a bit when we get down to the little details of decorating. So because this was an unplanned build, you will see me extend a lot of the roads and the custom codes on this video just because I wasn't sure what I was actually building. It just kind of happened, you know. Does anyone else do that? Does anyone go to build something and then end up building something completely different and then just like, oh, okay. But anyway, we've just placed some vintage tables down one either side of the shop. I used a green one on the left side and a white one on the right side. I did also pop down some flowers on there, and they are the heart bouquet which you can get in Valentine's Day at the Nook Stop shop in the seasonal sections. I like to put them backwards as you can see, so you can see that lovely bow on the front, and they just look like a normal bouquet of flowers then rather than in a heart shape. And now we seem to be extending more of this brick pathing that I've been using, and I'm putting down some medieval walls now. I just kind of randomly had these in my storage and thought they'd look really cute somewhere on my island, so that's why I kept hold of them, and apparently they do, so I'm using them in this build today. This is just going to be the middle section in between the two shops that I'm building today. Obviously the flower shop we've already started on, and then I'm going to be building a bakery to the left side. I really wanted to include a bakery somewhere on my island and a florist, so it looks like we have done it today, which wasn't a plan like I said. I also want to build a little farmer's market somewhere on this island. I've got to figure out where to try and fit it in because I'm running out of space, but I am determined to put one somewhere on this island, so I will. And then I think that will be it for fake buildings on this island because we'll have everything we need: a fish and chip shop, florist, bakery, farmer's market. It'll be perfect. I think that'll be enough for me on this island because I need to go and decorate some of the villager homes still. I believe I've still got 4 homes to decorate, so we still got a fair way to go with this island, which is good because I'm really enjoying this. I don't know what it is about this theme, it just seems really relaxing and chill style to build on. I'm really enjoying it. It's very cozy. I would really recommend this theme to anyone who likes to do cottagecore themes or cozy themes like springcore, forestcore, something like that, because you could interpret some things like that into this. Also, you could select any country you like, so you could make any country feel like Grandmacore. Obviously, I went with the UK because that's where I live, and I just wanted to add a little bit of British countryside touch to the grandma aesthetic. So we're taking a quick trip to Nook's Cranny because I realised I don't have a watering can. So the flimsy watering can it will be, because it's cute anyway and it will fit perfectly with this area I'm designing today. I just think I had to have a watering can outside of Florist. Like, come on, I just had to. And over here we're going to make a start on the bakery. I just had to use the stonework kitchen. It just looks so good here, and it goes with all the other codes and items that I've put down already so far. So definitely had to use it for the bakery. And now we're going to make our little bakery area closed in. I'm going to be using this dessert carrier here, so we've got some little cakes to serve as well as bread. And then I've customized these simple panels to have a little bread code on, and it's just so adorable. And like the rest of the codes in this video, you'll be able to find this bread code in the description, so if you like this code as well, you can use it. I have placed a ranch table in front of the simple panels, and there does actually end up changing. You'll see that in a bit later on in this video, but the stool does end up staying there. Before I start adding little details into the bakery, I just want to kind of finish off the actual sizing of it. So for the two sides of the bakery, we're using the storefront, and then in front of those, so you can't see those hay beds and see right through them, I decided to put the store shelves there, and I actually really like how they look. It's kind of like you can grab a bag of crisps or grab a snack while you're grabbing your cake or your loaf of bread as well. So I thought it was a cute idea. So I had this weird little section here between the store and the road as it connects down to the houses, and I wasn't too sure what to put here at first, and then I thought, you know what, a sweet little swinging bench here, and I'll put some wheat field as well, so it looks like tall grass has grown, and so, you know, it kind of gets used, it kind of doesn't. There's always those areas when you go to the countryside, you're like, oh, cute bench, but there's so much tall grass around, you know there's gonna be some creepy crawlies crawling in there, and you don't want them to go up your legs, so you never sit there. But anyway, long story short, that's what I was going for. So to actually get into this bakery area to decorate it, I had to move a store shelf, and then we're using some pull apart bread, some actual bread, we got pound loaf there, we got some cupcakes, and this dessert carrier, and I think it all looks so adorable together. And yeah, I do end up changing it a little bit in a minute, like I said, but you'll see that when we get there. And there's that tall grass I was on about that I put by the swinging bench, where you don't go sit there because of the creepy crawlies. Am I just being paranoid, or does generally everyone else feel like that as well? Whenever I see really long tall grass, I can't go through it because I'm worried there's gonna be bugs, especially if you're wearing a dress or a skirt and you're just like, oh, bugs are scary, you know? I think I'm turning into blathers. Oh my gosh. Like, don't get me wrong, some bugs are really beautiful. Like, I really like butterflies and moths and things like that, and ladybugs, but it's just like the creepy crawlies, like spiders and beetles and ants, and oh, I don't want them to crawl on me. Just stay away. I'll look at you, you're nice, but stay away from me, don't touch me. So here we are changing the bakery a little bit now, and I've decided to use a covered counter instead. It looks so much better and much more cozier. Also makes it look more like a building, even though it's not. And we did end up swapping the dessert carrier and the cupcakes around, I noticed, but that's okay. At least it's the same items, right? So the road is looking a bit bare, so we'll just pop a bike there for now, and I'm sure I'll add more items at a later date when we go back to build in front of this area. And then I just want to kind of finish off this path laying down here, just so you know this is the ending of this section. I'll block it all off so you can't go around the side and everything like that. We'll do that later on though. We've finished the build, so let's have a look around. So that's it, everyone. We've finished the build and looking around the area we've built today. It was so much fun as usual to build this area. I really enjoyed building this florist, if I'm honest, more so than the bakery. I like the bakery, don't get me wrong, but there's just something cute and special about this little florist. Now, if you enjoyed this video as well, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. Also, comment down below, even if it's just hello. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Come and join the Jellybean family. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!